Hive. I have got a special guest here with me, a brother as well as an inspiration.
Shout out,
to...
shout out, shout out.
Hey,
shout out, shout
big
out.
up you. So, tell me a bit about yourself. What's your name? Where you were born and raised?
So, to be honest, I grew up around Willesden, Cricklewood, Harsden. And as I grew up around there, you know what, there's not really much to say about myself apart from, you know, a normal life, ups and downs. But career-wise, if for the purpose of why people might be listening in, career-wise, I work in the video game and film industry. And I specialize in creatures and fantasy character performance for TV, film, and video games, which is what the company is all about, Creature Bionics. And yeah, we've worked on quite a lot of productions. So, yeah.
What's your title with Creature Bionics?
As me, I'm the director. But when I present myself in regards to the industry, if I'm working on a project, I'll be character development specialist.
Amazing. Thank you. So how did you even get into the industry?
To be fair, the sky opened up and I just fell in. Nah, the truth is, when I want to get too deep into it, but when I came out of prison, and I still wanted to be an actor. I always wanted to be an actor. So when I came out, I remember one of my friends, she told me, oh, you should do some background extra work and everything like that. That's a way to get in. So from doing background extra work, and I also done some training when I came out of prison with a theatre company called Generation Arts, which they really help people who are coming from prison, not in education and stuff like that. So I done some free training with them. With that, then jumping in the industry by being a background extra, and then one time thinking I'm going to be a background extra on another gig, it turned out that I was doing motion capture for Legend of Tarzan. So, which was where I'd done my first animals, not knowing that they were CGI, and I always thought it was done by CGI with nobody actually physically doing anything. So when I done that, I basically said, yeah, that's the road that I'm going to go down on. And that's what I did.
Amazing. So what was it about developing those fantasy creatures that inspired you to create Creature Bionics?
Do you know what? It's about, there's different variations to this story, but the main one was, one, because I love being physical. So it's blending my dance with acting. Creatures like blending dance with acting. Secondly, it was realizing what was missing when I was working on different productions. So when I saw something that I knew that I had, and if I bought it, it would help to benefit the performance, that's what it was. So that being said, that made me really understand why I really wanted to get deeper involved, because I like to do things that just add value in some kind of way. So I realized doing the company would add value to the industry in some form of way, which it has, even if it's 0.1%. There's not been a company that just specializes in character performance and focusing on fantasy characters and creatures. So yes, you have actors who can do creature performance and you have actors that can do fantasy character, but there's not been a highlight around it, training around it, things developed just for that. That's not been a thing. So we develop things just for it. Yeah, basically.
With that being said, what were some of the challenges that you faced when you were coming up in the industry?
I face no challenge.
I love this.
No, do you know what? The challenges, I would say, is knowing how to get in, because motion capture, that part of the industry is a very small part of the industry. So the challenge was, how do I get in? How do I get in the door? Because motion capture, you can use the same actor many times. So because you can use the same actor to play different characters, it just meant that I had to find a way to get in while the people who have been working in the industry for 5-10 years. So if they can do what I can do, why the hell are they going to hire somebody new to do it? So but again, when I say challenge, there's always a solution to a challenge. So because of that, it made me get to a point of creating Creature Bionics, which was a massive foot into the room, you know. So that was, I'll say, was one of the first challenges, hiring someone who will do the job, but they're there for themselves. So it's like you pay them, so they'll do the job, but they're there for themselves. But then to then find genuine people who are genuine, they may not have that business drive. So they'll do everything you ask them, but they may not have that business drive to go. So to find someone that blends in between the two, that's hard.
So that then leads on to my next question. Share a core memory of being at the Hive.
When I done my first job at Garden Studios, it was talking with you that made me feel like Garden Studios was like our place to be at. Everyone's just so warm and welcoming, and it's not platonic and it's not fake. You could come here feeling annoyed or feeling silly, but the way that people are here, you're gonna leave feeling cool, 100%. I believe whatever's at the top has to trickle down the bottom. Whatever's at the top has to trickle down the bottom. So for me, if the Hive is nice, it's because someone at the top is nice.
So what makes the Hive great for emerging creatives?
Well, the price, and that's just being real, it is a good price for people to be members here. And the quality of people that work here as well. So I'm present here, Carl, a rigging company. You've got the Met Film here. You've got other productions here. There's different people that you don't even know who you're going to interact with as a young person there's people in the building that are at a very high level in the game. So while you're paying that little £100 or £200 and you're thinking, you don't know who you're going to bump into. Thomas might be over here walking and talking. You might have never just spoken to someone who is financially as well as him and never spoke to someone of that level who's generally nice. Then you have the different spaces, the photography, with the music stuff is developing. You got the editing suite, you've got all of those things are catering around entertainment that you can get here for a very, 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 very cheap price.
Give us one piece of advice you would give somebody starting out their career in the industry that you're in.
Do what nobody's ever done before and find a way to add value, and you would win. And don't do what other people think you're going to do. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ace, for your time and your knowledge and sharing sharing everything that you do.
Yeah, I appreciate it, y'all, man. I really appreciate it. So, y'all, shout out to everybody. Make sure you go check me out on Creature Bionics. You know what I'm saying? It's Creature Bionics on Instagram, on TikTok. We out there. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you very much.